me bitches, williamscloyce, aka Mini Bish, over on Instagram, and today we are just jumping right on in with some nail art that I am doing for some press-ons. So my bestie's daughter wanted these nails, so we are trying to do them for her. I have her sizes and everything done. I've painted these with just some white gel polish, black gel polish, and then a like jelly pink gel polish. So I will leave those colors and everything in the description box. And now we're just using the gel paint from Amazon that I always use. I think you get 12 of them for, I think it was $15, and you also get a little like kit of brushes that I use sometimes, but not all the time, but they do come in handy. So there's that. So I'm taking this red first, and I'm dotting my two dots on there, and we're going to create the hearts. So I'm doing the two dots, then we're pulling the two dots down to meet in the like center, like a triangle, making it a little bit curvier, getting the hearts going on there. I'm only showing, because I'm doing both hands the exact same, so I'm only going to show you one nail of each design, because they all have a design on them. But after I do these hearts and try and like get them as good as I can, I'm going to go in with this right here with a liner brush and just try and perfect those edges just a little bit more, so they're not as like curvy or anything like that, because there was a few like little chunks missing, not horribly, but just enough that I could tell and I didn't like it. So I'm going to go over and just perfect those outer edges, and then I am going to cure these, and then we are going in. I already have the one done, you can see in the background, but after I had that one done and kind of had a game plan, I showed y'all this one because it's going to take less time. So I'm doing a Frenchie on the ring finger, and we're then going, so this was a French tip with just a heart on it, and all of these designs, which I thought was a little, interesting, but not my monkey, not my circus, but, kind of, because I am the one doing them, but whatever. All of these, most of these, okay, are actually, like, the design is facing her. So, like, if she were to show somebody her hand, the design would be facing her and not somebody else, like when you show them your nails, if that makes sense. So I noticed that, but she wants them exactly how the picture was done, because I did bring it up and I was like, do you want them facing you when you show somebody, or do you want them facing outwards so that it looks like it's facing them? And she said, I'll be the one looking at them, so I want them to face me. So there's that. So we are doing the French tips, the hearts, the exact same way. I'm filling in the French tip. I'm doing all of these with the paint, with the gel paint. I'm not using anything else. And McCart brushes, also from Amazon, also will be linked below, all the good stuff. And I'm literally just showing y'all the nail art part of this. Top coat is going to be the top coat I always use, Manny Boss. So we're just chilling out, having some fun with some gel art for this video. And so for her pinky, I was confused about this. I thought they were flowers. Apparently they're cherries. So to me, it could have rolled either way, because I thought it was like two little roses together. So in the picture, since I thought they were roses, I was like, oh, I'm going to spice it up, and I'm going to put a little swirl of white in there to make it look a little bit more real. No, it turns out they're supposed to be cherries, because I said something about the flowers and she said, wait, I thought they were cherries. And then she looks at the picture again that she sent me and it actually says in the description, cherries, not roses. So, my bad. They're cherries, not roses. But these cherries have a little bit of white in them instead of being straight red. So, whatever. I just did little red dots and then swirled in some white. And now on these black nails, which will be the middle finger, I'm doing just a complete white circle with my dotting tool because I find it easier to do a circle with a dotting tool first and then go in with the liner brush afterwards and again perfect those edges a little bit better. I find it easier that way because then I'm not trying to do like a complete straight line and then fill it in. I can work from the inside out. And I find that easier to do when it comes to circles. So, like filled in circles on nails. So that's what I'm doing here. We're going to throw those in the light, cure them. And if you notice, I'm like working color by color. So anything that had red on it, I got it out of the way. Now, anything with white, I'm getting it out of the way. And then next we're going to do green. So I can do the stems of the cherries or the stems of the roses. And then we're going to go and do black. So for this, I just want to show y'all, like, sometimes your gels like this can separate and it looks like it's weird, but if you just stir them back up, you'll get that texture and the opacity back in the color. Because sometimes if they're separated and you go to pull some out, you're like, why is this like see-through with a tint of green? Just stir it up and you'll get all that opacity back in there. So I'm just drawing these tiny little stems down. We're adding a little leaf and I'm trying to make it look exactly like the picture aside from the whole white swirly thing because I thought I was being clever making it look like better roses when it wasn't even roses to begin with. I don't even know. So I should have known, since the other designs were facing her, I should have known to look at it like the other way and seen that it was cherries, not roses. That was my bad. It's literally in the way you look at it. If you look at it one way, it's roses. If you look at it a different way, it's cherries. That's what it is. So now I am getting some of this black out and we are going to do stars. This girl and her stars. This is like the third or fourth set of nails I've done where she has a star going on. And at this point, I think I'm not great at them yet, but I'm getting better, okay? So I'm just trying to do straight lines going down. We've made the top point of our star. I'm trying to make a triangle, but I'm not connecting it at the bottom. And then I'm going to make a line straight across that, kind of like an A, but higher up. And then we're going to start connecting corners. So the right arm is going to go to the left leg, the left arm to the right leg. I don't think they're called arms or legs, but it made sense in my head because it kind of looks like a little person. So, that's how that's going. And then I'm just going to fill this in. And I'm going to fill this in with the black. And I'm actually going to do 2 layers. So I'm going to fill it in the first time and I'm going to cure it. And then I went ahead and filled it in a second time just because I felt like it was still a little too sheer. And I know she wanted it black. So I decided that I would do it again. And then we're going to go on from there. So remember, I do 2 layers of the star in black. And now on to the 8-ball. This was stressful and hard. I did end up having to do this like 2 or 3 times. I tried it with the dotting tool first and doing like a circle, like I said, and I don't know. It took me a few times, but I finally kind of got it where I liked it. And I said, I can't mess with it anymore. Otherwise, it's going to look even worse and it's not going to be good. So, and then I looked at the picture and I thought, you know what? Their 8-ball isn't perfect either. So, it's going to add some character. So, yeah. And then I top coated them, and this is what they look like. Now I'm just going back before I put them in the little case before I give them to her. And I'm filing the free edge a little bit to get any of the gel that could have been like hanging off. Because her nails are so tiny, these nails actually like barely fit on the little stands. In fact, the pinky did not fit at all. I had to like stack nail tabs to get them on there. And then even still, some of the gel like kind of ran off onto that and cured with that. So when I pull the pinky off, you're going to see that there's like a little bit of gel hanging off the side. So I definitely needed to file that away to make sure that, you know, they fit good and she doesn't have random gel stabbing her on the side of her nail bed. So I'm just trying to make sure that these are smooth around the free edge, that nothing is hanging off or anything, and we are putting these in the little thing for her. I decided that I was feeling artistic still. I put this on my nails so that I can make sure that like the fringe was like high enough that it would cover the like natural free edge situation. So yeah. And then anyways, I felt like I was still being like a little artistic-y after this. So I went ahead and drew on the nail case for her. I put her name on there. Some strawberries and greenery, flower, rainbows. Just, yeah. So just being fun for her. She's 13. She still likes the girly stuff. And she is something else, let me tell y'all. So I am filing this away. We're putting these in there. You're only seeing me going to package these ones, and then we are going to be completely done. And these are her nails and the nail art that we did for them. Not perfect, but again, I am actually pretty proud of the way they came out. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know this really isn't like a fall situation, but it was something that she wanted, so I did it. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches!